Beginning. The Exile. The Galactic Defense Coalition had rules. Many rules. One of them was simple: humans were not supposed to survive alone. When Cadet Evan Rook signed up for the Coalition Military Academy, the instructors assumed he would fail quickly. Humans were considered physically fragile compared to the armored Zalari, the towering Grask, and the silicon-based Ethran. Their endurance, however, had quietly terrified scientists for centuries. Evan wasn't special. He wasn't a war hero or a genetic experiment. He was a fisherman's son from a storm-ravaged coastal colony on Earth. He joined because he wanted to see the galaxy, and because he needed the credits to send home. But on his third month at the academy, something went wrong. A political delegation visited the station. An arrogant Grask noble's son insulted human cadets, calling them soft-water things. Evan laughed and told him that humans hunted creatures on their homeworld that could eat tanks. The noble's son challenged him. A minor scuffle followed. No injuries, just bruised pride. The coalition sided with the Grask. Publicly, they couldn't punish the noble's heir. Quietly, they needed an example. So they reassigned Evan Rook to a field evaluation mission. A mission to Virex 9. A planet so hostile that even hardened Marines refused solo deployment. Its nickname among veterans was simple: Deathworld. The drop pod hit the ground like a meteor. Evan stumbled out, coughing, dust sticking to his sweat-soaked flight suit. The sky was orange, streaked with lightning. Massive fern-like trees towered over him, dripping acid rain that hissed against his visor. The air was breathable but tasted like metal. His survival pack was basic: water recycler, emergency rations, a camera drone, a basic rifle, and a broadcast uplink. He knew the truth: this wasn't a mission. It was exile. Middle, the vlog that shocked the galaxy day one. So, this place isn't that bad. Evan activated the camera drone and stared into the lens. Hey, Galactic Defense Coalition. Cadet Evan Rook here. They dropped me on Virex 9 for evaluation. Thought I'd document my survival attempt. If I die, at least you'll have footage. He smiled nervously. Behind him, something massive moved through the jungle. The footage cut. Day 7, meet Fang. The second upload exploded across the Coalition's internal networks. Evan sat beside a massive beast that looked like a fusion of wolf, crocodile, and insect. 6 eyes. Serrated mandibles. A tail tipped with a spiked club. "This is Fang," Evan said casually, petting its armored head. "He tried to eat me on day 3. Turns out he was just hungry. Shared my ration bar. Now he follows me around." The beast chuffed and curled around him like a loyal dog. Coalition scientists paused the video dozens of times. The creature was classified as Virex Apex Predator Class 7. No one had ever tamed one. Day 30, fishing with a monster. Evan sat on the edge of a boiling sulfur lake, holding a homemade fishing rod. Fang found this place. The fish glow. Don't worry, they're edible if you cook them long enough. Fang plunged into the lake, dragging out a 10-meter-long eel-like creature and dropping it at Evan's feet. "Good boy." The comment feed exploded. Humans are insane. Why is he bonding with that thing? Is this some psychological breakdown? Evan just smiled and grilled the eel over a volcanic vent. Day 120, home tour. By month 4, Evan had built a wooden shelter reinforced with alien resin. He had solar panels made from scavenged pod debris. He had planted crops using seeds from Earth and local soil bacteria. Fang hunted, Evan farmed. Together they thrived. The vlog wasn't just survival, it was peaceful. He talked about Earth's oceans, storms, and fishing trips with his father. He joked about missing coffee. He named constellations in the alien sky. Millions watched. The Coalition tried to shut the channel down. They failed. Public interest was too high. Day 200, so I think this place likes me. Evan walked through the jungle as massive predators bowed their heads when Fang passed. Smaller creatures followed him like curious pets. Apparently, apex predators have a social hierarchy. Fang's top dog. That makes me co-dog? Co-apex? I dunno. He laughed. Scientists were horrified. The galaxy reacts. Human media called him the Deathworld blogger. Alien species reacted differently. The Zalari saw him as a spiritual anomaly. The Ethrans studied his psychological resilience. The Grask considered him an embarrassment and a threat to their narrative of human weakness. Cadets at the academy started quoting his vlogs. If Evan can chill on a Deathworld, we can pass this exam. Recruitment surged. Human enlistment doubled. The coalition panicked. They had tried to erase a human. Instead, they created a legend. The turning point, the hunt day 310, something big is coming. Evan's tone changed. Fang's nervous. He never gets nervous. Something is moving through the northern continent. Bigger than Fang. If this is my last video, thanks for watching. Satellite scans confirmed it. A Class 10 Kaiju-scale life form, dormant for millennia, was migrating. The coalition debated evacuation. They decided not to intervene. Official reason, non-interference policy. Unofficial reason, they wanted to see if he'd die. Day 312, road trip with Fang. Instead of hiding, Evan followed the creature. He mounted Fang using a harness he had crafted. Road trip, he said. The galaxy watched a human riding a six-eyed death predator toward a kaiju. Day 315, we made a friend. The kaiju was a towering, mountain-sized quadruped with crystalline armor. It emitted seismic vibrations that leveled forests. Evan approached it with a bag of fermented fish. Don't judge me, he told the camera. This works with bears back home. He placed the fish down. The kaiju sniffed. It ate. Then it lowered its head. Fang bowed. Evan touched its crystal plating. The creature rumbled softly. A new apex hierarchy formed. The planet stopped its destructive migration. Seismic storms ended. The political fallout. Coalition leadership panicked. A human had pacified a planetary god. If humanity could do this elsewhere, they could control ecosystems, colonize Deathworlds, and render entire military doctrines obsolete. The Grask noble who had insulted Evan demanded his retrieval, either as a research asset or a political hostage. The coalition voted to extract him. Not to rescue. To control. Final act. The return day 500. They're coming to get me. Evan looked at the sky. Coalition dropships pierced the clouds. Guess exile's over, he said. Fang's not happy. The big guy isn't either. If I don't upload again, assume I'm grounded. He hugged Fang. Don't eat them unless they deserve it. Extraction attempt. Elite Marines landed with stun cannons and containment fields. Fang attacked. The kaiju rose. The planet itself reacted. Evan stepped forward. Stop. Fang froze. The kaiju lowered itself. The Marines stared. One whispered, "He's the Alpha." The broadcast. Evan boarded the dropship voluntarily. He turned on his camera. Hey, everyone. Coalition decided I passed the evaluation. I guess surviving a year on a Deathworld with 2 apex predators counts. He smiled. But I'm not joining their program anymore. The broadcast cut to a live feed of millions watching. I'm going home. And if the coalition ever exiles another human, remember this. We don't die. We adapt. We befriend monsters. And sometimes, we become the monster the galaxy fears. The end.